play such good defense again in the first half and only have a 2-point lead. We were 0 for 6 from the foul line in the first half and had 13 turnovers. Yet we still had the lead because we held them to 24% from the field. And our overall field goal percentage defense in the first half was terrific. And then we had the 41-36 lead and had a couple really empty possessions offensively where they won a 7-0 run to come back at that point. And that was a key juncture of the game. And we had momentum going. They took a timeout. We came out of the timeout, and I don't think they even scored. I think that we had the ball up 5, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check the book to confirm that. But just didn't take care of that. And then I felt like our turnovers in the second half, although there weren't nearly as many, led turnovers and long misses up the 3 led to some easy baskets in transition by Ole Miss. And their point guard was terrific tonight. Tyree was really, he made the big 3 to start the overtime. It late in the shot clock, if I'm not mistaken. And after fighting all the way back and then to really not hold up to start the overtime was disappointing. And I played, some guys a lot of minutes, played IJ and Q, incredible amount of minutes, and they really handled it well and responded well.
What's it like to have to process these losses when they're all ending in similar fashion like this?
It's tough. I mean, because again, there's parts of the game here where we have the lead with the ball and we're not able to, and we made some defensive mistakes. I mean, there were a couple times where the point guard Tyree's coming off a ball screen and our bigs just letting him go. He had a dunk on one of them. It was like crazy. I don't know what the heck happened on that. I got to watch the film. I can't even imagine. Yet we had 18 offensive rebounds. We didn't shoot well from 3 again. Some of them were, probably not great shots, but some of them again are open. And I thought Q had a good overall game. When you look at, I thought he defended. I mean, you look at, Davis and Burnett. Those 2 combined are 5 for 29, and they still win the game because of the point guard play, where he was really, really good. You expect Sebastian Saez to have a big game. He's a really good player. He'll get an all-league, selection this year for sure.
What was different about the start of the overtime period as opposed to the way you guys closed it out in the second half? Like, why was there such a disparity? I felt like.
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't answer that because we did so much to get back and put it in overtime and should have seized that momentum.
What was Tyree doing there in the overtime to get the angles he was getting? You touched on that a little bit. Were y'all just slow getting to him there on those dunks?
Yeah, the bigs that he came off of, and they were slipping it some, but we didn't stay in front of him. In the first half, he hurt us because we were out too far defending him and getting stretched out too much. And he's got a very good ball handle, and he comes from a great program, and played for a legendary coach in high school, and he's a heck of a player.
IJ took over this game in the last probably 90 seconds of regulation. What inspired that?
Yeah, I just think he's a great competitor, and he really did a tremendous job, no question about it. Really proud of him.
Did you let him kind of freeform the final bucket of regulation other than the ball screen, or did you?
Yeah, and we were fortunate to get the turnover, and he knew it would have been smart to go to the basket, and he finished well. It was a big play, really big.
When you go through this stretch, how do you keep these guys up? How do you keep them focused and playing hard?
Yeah, it's tough for them right now, but they're young kids and they'll battle back. I mean, they love playing basketball, and I thought we had good preparation. I thought that we got a little too cute with the ball in the first half. 13 turnovers really hurt us in the first half. We felt like our defense, we should have had a little better lead, and credit them, but some of those turnovers were no-look passes and such, and we got to make better decisions. And our blockouts, they still had 16 offensive rebounds and 11 in the first half, which helped keep them in the game because they were shooting so poorly, but their offensive rebound, even early, the first 5 minutes of the game, they were really killing us on the offensive glass.
Eli didn't play tonight.
Yeah, just the coach's decision.
Coach, what can you take away positively by ending the second half, coming back?
Yeah, that these kids don't have quit in them. They keep fighting, and that's something that they've displayed here. I just wish they could be rewarded for it with a W.
You mentioned the turnovers. They didn't get very many points off of those turnovers. By comparison, what do you translate that to?
You know, I have to look at that. I'm looking here, you know, they got 50 points in the paint. Obviously, a lot of those are layups and finishes right at the rim. Points off of turnovers, and off of turnovers, they still had 22 off of turnovers. That's, you know, a fair amount. That's a fourth of their points.